Good morning, children. Now let us start the last part of this topic, that is integer. And in this, I have discussed the multiplication and division, how to multiply and divide two integers. Then I have taken few simplification problems and then two word problems. Now let us start with that. Now our first question is asking you to multiply two numbers. Now before that, let us learn. We all know that 2 into 3 is 6. Alright, we had been studying from class 1. Now suppose instead of 2, now we know about integer also. Instead of this, if we have minus 2 into minus 3, then also our answer is 6. We have to understand this. Alright, so two positive number, when multiplied we get a positive result. Two negative number when multiplied also gives you the positive result. This we have to understand. Now apart from this, if we have minus 2 into 3, one positive and one negative, here this is also the same case, one positive and one negative. The answer in both of them will be minus 6. First we have to simply multiply, ignoring the sign, the two numbers, ignoring the sign that we are given 6. Yahan bhi 2 and 3 multiplied, we get 6. And then we have to decide about the sign of the result, and the sign of the result depends on how many negative signs are there in your product. We have one negative sign. We have one negative sign in this product. We have two negative signs, so the answer becomes positive. So we have to understand this. Product, you just remember, product of two positive number is positive, product of two negative number is also positive, product of two numbers where we have one negative, so it is negative, and product of again two number where we have one negative number, we are getting the negative result. Now the same thing we have to apply. Now if we take the first part, question number 1, first part, 4 into minus 8, we all know 4 8s are 4 into 8 we have to do, 4 8s are 32. We will write 32 as our answer, but what is the sign we have to decide. One is positive, one is negative. So I told you, if you have one negative sign, then it is negative. Take the second one. We have minus 4 into plus 8. 4 8s are 32. We know the result is going to be 32, but we have to decide about the sign. We have one negative, one positive. Answer is negative. Third one, minus 4 into minus 8. Then we know 4 8s are 32. The answer is 32. Now we have to decide about the sign, and the sign will be positive because we have two negative numbers. Now the same process goes for the division also. Fourth one is minus 8 divided by 4. Minus 8 divided by 4 means minus 8 divided by 4. It is 4 1s are 4 2s are. Answer is 2. That is definite. But we have to decide whether it has to be negative 2 or positive 2. And here it will be negative 2 because the same rule is there for the division also. If we have one negative and one positive, we have a negative result. Now minus fifth one, 8 divided by minus 4. The result is same. 8 divided by minus 4, और इसका result भी minus 2 आएगा. One negative, one positive. The result is minus 2. So the rule for multiplication and division, both of them is same. Now if we do the sixth part is minus 8 divided by minus 4. I told you it is minus 8 divided by minus 4. आपको सबको पता है minus 8 can be written as 8 into minus 1. In the same way 4 into minus 1, because both of them, this minus 8 can be written as 8 into minus 1. अभी अभी हम लोगों ने पढ़ा है मल्टीप्लिकेशन ऑफ टू नंबर्स, 8 ones are 8 और ये नेगेटिव साइन बिकॉज 1 नेगेटिव, 4 ones are 4, 1 नेगेटिव साइन मीन्स द रिजल्ट विल बी -4. तो इसको हम ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं एंड दिस विल गेट कैंसल्ड, आंसर विल बी 4 ones are 4, 2s are answer is 2. So it is simple, you need not write down the step, it is simply you can avoid this step. This is just to make you understand. Even if you do, there is no problem, but if you, this is done only to make you understand. We know 8 divided by 4 is 2 and we have to decide about its sign, and the sign is, because both of them are negative, the sign will be positive. Now let us do the seventh one. -1 into -1 into -1 into -1, and this goes on for 15 times. It goes on for 15 times. Alright? Now, what happens if you multiply these two numbers? You are going to get 1. If you multiply these two numbers, we are going to get 1 again. So in this way, for 14 minus 1s, you are going to get 1 into 1, 7 times 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, और 15th वाला जो number बचेगा that will be -1, right? So we all know 1 into 1 चाहे आप कितनी बार भी करो, you are going to get 1. This is 1 यहाँ तक. If you multiply from here, say if I write it, adjust it here itself, then we have this. This इसका आंसर आया 1 multiplied by -1 and overall answer will be -1. So we have to understand, if it is 15 times, we are not able to make all the pairs. 7 pairs तो बन गए, लेकिन 15th number जो है that is not able to make pair with anybody. So what happens? The result is going to be negative. Now if I ask you the same question, say what will be the sign of -8 into -8 into -8 into -8 into 15 times? What will be the sign of this, the answer of this? We know 8 into 8 into 8 15 times करना difficult है, so we will learn in higher classes, but we are just interested to know what will be the sign of this. The sign will be negative. Negative product of 8 15 times. Alright? Product of 8 with itself. With itself. Right? So we are going to get minus of whatever product we are getting by multiplying it by 8. So we have to just understand sign कौन सा लगेगा. अगर 15 times है, sign will be negative. अगर 16 times है, if it is -1 into -1 and this goes 16 times, that means the answer will be positive. Answer is 1 plus 1. Alright? Because 16 टाइम का मतलब 8 pairs बनेंगे और हर pair will be positive. So 1 into 1 into 1, 8 times you will get 1. Right? So this we have to understand. In this way, 160 times, we know it has to be positive. 169 times, it has to be negative. So odd number of times means it will be negative. Even number of time means it is positive. So this is the first part of the question which we have done. Now let me rub this part. Now let us start with our second question. Second question is simplify. Alright? Simplification. Now if I see the first question of simplification, we have -15 minus of -6. Then we have -52 minus of -8 divided by 2 plus 7. Now suppose we have this question to simplify. what we will do, we have to solve the bracket. This is a chapter which we have already studied in class 5, how to simplify BODMAS rule. BODMAS, BODMAS rule, right? Now we have bracket to be solved first. Now this is the bracket which needs to be solved. This is a bracket which needs to be solved. Now in this bracket we have to open the inside smaller brackets. Minus of minus 6 means additive inverse of minus 6 becomes ulta. Minus 6 ka ulta. It becomes plus 6 minus. Now 52, let us solve this. 50, okay. Here we have to understand again simplify rule. Simplify rule says you have to first solve the bracket. तो ये bracket हमारा target है. Now of है नहीं. Then we have division and then multiplication. तो सबसे पहले we have to find out that how many terms are there in this simplify. There is one term here. क्योंकि हमारा negative and positive sign, it decides our partition. Alright, this is a big question which is partitioned into 3 small parts. So this is second part and this is your third part. Now the first part answer is 52. Second part, if I keep this negative sign here, that means now I have to multiply minus 8 with 2 and minus 8 by 2 अभी हम लोगों ने पढ़ा है 8 by 2 is 4 और will it be negative 4 or positive 4? We know one negative, one positive, the result will be negative minus 4, right? So this is the result of the second part of simplification. And let us see the third part. Third part is simply 7. Now from here minus 15 plus 6, we all know it is minus 9. 15 rupees ka loss, 6 rupees ka profit, overall loss which is reduced to minus 9. So we got the answer of this bracket. Now I need not keep it inside the bracket, or if you want you can replace it with this bracket. Then we have this minus sign and a bracket. We have 52 minus of minus, again additive inverse of minus 4 is plus 4 plus 7. Now we all know 52 plus 4, 56, 56 plus 7, 63. So we have 63 positive answer. We can remove the bracket. We have a minus sign outside. We have minus 9. Now how to use our story? Our story says we have 9 rupees loss. We have 63 rupees loss. So overall the loss is 72. It is a loss, right? So this is the final answer of our first simplification. Now let us do the second part of our simplification. Second, okay, let me rub this also. It will give me more space to solve. Now second part is minus 136 multiplied by minus 75 plus minus 136 multiplied by minus 25. Now here we have to see how many parts are there. So simplify, I just in the previous question I told you plus sign आपके पूरे बड़े पार्ट को कितने पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर रहा है, that is indicated or that is helped by seeing that where is plus sign or minus sign. So these product, ये हमारा एक पार्ट हो गया प्लस ये हो गया हमारा दूसरा पार्ट. So a bigger question is partitioned into two parts. Now what we can do? We can multiply this and get the answer. We can multiply this and get the answer, and then we can add both of them. But here you can see something which is very special. We know that minus 136 is multiplied in both the cases, and here we can use distributive law which was taught in whole numbers. So what is common in both of them? 136 is common in both of them. So I'm going to take 136 common. From the first part, I'm going to get minus 75. From the second part, I'm getting minus 25. And then, that means we have to add this. Solve this bracket first. We get minus 100 multiplied by minus 136. So if you multiply two negative numbers, you are going to get 136 and 20, and the result of this answer will be positive because we have multiplied two negative numbers. Alright, so this is your answer. Otherwise, if you had not used distributive law, it would have made your work more difficult. You would have multiplied this separately, multiplied this again separately, and then added, and you would have surely got 13600. But here you can see the process is so simple. So second part of this simplification is also done. Now let us do the third part of simplification is minus 14 divided by 7 into 2 minus of minus 5 multiplied by 15 divided by 3 multiplied by minus 8 minus of minus 15. Now this is the question. Our first work is to divide this big question into smaller parts. We have a minus sign here and we have a minus sign, minus या plus sign आपके बड़े question को divide करता है parts में. So we have three parts that we have to understand, and now we have to very slowly solve each part. और हर जगह हमारे rules लगेंगे BODMAS rule. We know that B है नहीं, O है नहीं, but next is D and M. So we have DM rule which is to be used. First we have to use division. That means ये आपको divide सबसे पहले करना पड़ेगा. Minus 14 divided by 7. We have just studied minus 14 by 7 is minus 7 twos are 14 multiplied by 2. So this work is simplified to this. We have minus sign. We know that पहले division करना है तो ये वाला part हमें सबसे पहले करना पड़ेगा. So we have minus 5 multiplied by 3 5s are 15 multiplied by minus 8. So this is simplified to this. And here we all know minus of minus 15 means additive inverse of minus 15, which is becoming plus 15. Opposite of minus 15. Now here we know 2 2s are 4 and the sign will be negative because we have one negative sign. Here we have to multiply 5 5s are 25. If I just ignore the sign which is outside, if I keep this sign outside, and then we will have to multiply minus 5 into minus 8. So we have 5 5s are 25, minus 25 multiplied by minus 8. So it is 200 plus 200. So you can see plus, I need not keep this plus 200 into bracket. I have just kept it. We know minus sign पहले से ही यहाँ पर था, which I have not touched. इसको मैंने यहाँ रखा क्योंकि ये plus था. I have not put any sign, any bracket there. So we got this, right? Now we have to solve this with our story method. We all know that, right? So minus 4 minus 200 becomes minus 204 is the loss and plus 15 is the profit. That means the loss is little bit reduced by 15. We have to subtract and the answer is loss. That is very sure because loss is more, so answer is loss. How much loss? We have 9 here. 9 minus 1 is 8, 189, and the result is minus 189. So This solves our third part of simplification also. Now let us do these word problems also. That is the last question of this part. Now third question is, in a set of 10 questions of 4 marks. Okay, 10 questions. Now we have to first understand the question. We have been given 10 questions. Now this is a question paper in which we have 10 questions. Alright? For correct, if you give the correct answer, the marks for correct answer is 4 for every correct answer, and 2 marks is deducted for every wrong answer, and marks for wrong answer is 2. Is it 2? Are you given 2? No. Marks is deducted. 2 marks is deducted. It means what marks are you getting? You are getting minus 2 marks, right? And no marks is cut for the question which are not attempted. If it is not attempted, it is not considered कि वो गलत है. That means your no marks is cut for the non-attempted question. So what marks Vikas got if we take the the first part, 6 correct plus 4 wrong. So if there are 6 correct answers, that means he is going to get 6 into 4. But for the wrong answer, he is going to get multiply by minus 2. That means he is going to get minus 8 marks for the wrong answer, and he is going to get 24 marks for the correct answer. 6 4s are 24. और उसमें से 8 कम हो गए. Minus 8 marks he is getting for those 4 questions which he has attempted, and that means it becomes 16 marks. So this is the answer for our first part. Alright, 6 correct answer, 4 wrong answers. So 6 4s are 24 plus 4 wrong answer means minus 8, and that becomes 16 marks. Now let us do the second part, that is B part. B part is asking you one correct plus 8 wrong answers. 8 wrong answer. तो 8 plus 1 9, एक किया ही नहीं है, तो there is no problem. Now 1 correct का उसको 1 into 4 मिलेगा, and for 8 wrong answer he is going to get 8 into minus 2. So he is getting 4 marks, but he is losing 8 to the 16 marks. That means he has lost. He did not even get 0 marks, but he is losing. He is getting less than 0 marks, and that is minus 12 marks. 0 से भी 12 number कम मिल रहे हैं, right? So this is B part. So that completes this question also. Now let us do the last question. So in this way you can be asked several questions based on that. Now last question is, fourth question. Geeta deposited. Geeta first day she deposited in her account. Geeta deposited in her account Geeta deposited in her account on Monday. how many rupees she has deposited? She deposited rupees 7,980. Alright. Then she withdrew. So Geeta deposited in her account on Monday this much. On Tuesday she withdrew the amount. That means she deposited on Tuesday. If you say on Tuesday how much amount she has deposited, it will be minus rupees 6942. Alright. So on Tuesday she withdrew. माइनस साइन लिखा हुआ है, हमने ऊपर लिखा कितना डिपॉजिट किया. डिपॉजिट कितना किया? -6942. इसका मतलब उसने उस दिन निकाला है, विड्रॉ किया. Then and again deposited 4972 on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, how much amount she has deposited? She has deposited rupees 4972 on Wednesday. If she withdrew rupees 1500 on Saturday, so on Saturday again how much is her deposit? Her deposit is minus 1500. Her deposit is minus 1500. इसका मतलब ये withdrawal है. Deposit negative में आ रहा है, इसका मतलब withdrawal है. So what was his balance on Saturday? On Sunday. So her balance on Sunday will be how much? It will be 7980 plus minus 6942 plus 4972 plus minus 1500. So this is her final balance. Now we know total मिला के उसने इतना deposit किया, that is 7980 plus 4972. That means it becomes 2, 14, 6, 15, 18, 19, 1. That means 12952 is the total she deposited, right? And how much she has withdrawn? It is minus 6942 or 1500. So that makes 4, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 8. So minus 8442. Alright. That means total मिला के उसने 12,952 rupees deposit किया, but इतना 4 दिनों में इतना withdraw किया और इतना deposit किया. So that means overall उसका deposit कम हो जाएगा 12952 and 8442. So 0, 1, 5 and 4. That means finally she has 4,510 rupees in her bank account. So that is all. Thank you.